presentation from our SR fund. We have Loretta Zavala that's going to give us a brief update in regards to our SR fund, and then also give you the board an opportunity to ask us any questions about setting up our presentation. Like to thank all our audience members for being here. Our audience members are really nice. You're more sure for the special education. Whenever you're ready, you begin.
Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Ball and school board members. This is the last public hearing for ESSER 3 as the grant is coming to an end. So as per the requirements of the grant, this is our 6-month review, and we are going just to look at the, it's not moving. We're looking at the accounts where we have changed, changed the amount of funds that are in there. And that starts on this page. So what you see in the bold print is the amounts that are changing. So for elementary learning loss, in the additional support, there will be a reduction of $153,896. In the professional development for reading academies, a difference of $135,468. And then, at the bottom for the extended reading opportunities, we will have $307,035 moved out of that account. In middle schools, there was a reduction of $150,569 for additional support staff. And then for the reading opportunities at middle schools, a reduction of $181,000. At the high school level, additional support account, the reduction was $414,000. And then the reduction for the core content subject opportunities was $34,000. District-wide, we did have an increase in instructional materials and textbooks of $635,000, and then a reduction from summer school of $162,000. For operational continuity in payrolls, a reduction of $244,000, and then improved airflows, a reduction of $18,000. CDC mitigations for the PPE and sanitizing materials and equipment, a reduction of $244,000. And then at the bottom, additional health service personnel was increased by $6,000. Social emotional supports, on-campus tranquilities was an increase of $4,599. Character ed for SEL was reduced by $43,000, as well as a reduction in internal and external mental wellness partners for $110,000. And then targeted interventions was reduced for $320,000. All of the money, the well-rounded education also was reduced by $62,000. So, and leadership development, $147,000 reduction for the PD. So the remaining balance as of right now is $1,420,000 out of the 32 million they sent us. All of the money that is being moved out of accounts will be going into an account for operational continuity. And Brandon and I have discussed this, and we have a plan for spending it out so that there's no money left and we don't have to send anything back at the end of the grant in July.
The idea was that the board approved back last year 2 retention checks for all our staff. So the remaining, the check that's coming out in the spring, will be funding that. Some of that out of this, it's going to cost more than 1.4.
Yes.
But we'll complete this and then we'll be done with all our ESSERs. Remember, we had 3 grants. This is the last of the ESSER funds. And so moving forward, we are done with this safety net. At the same time, we're kind of excited because there's a lot of paperwork, a lot of compliance pieces that we've had to deal with. But this is kind of the end of ESSER, and now it's between us and what we're doing with our fund balances and what the state does here in the future. If there's any more questions for me or Loretta?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'd also like to see, since this is a public hearing, if the audience has any questions. We, at this time, we could take questions from the audience if anybody has any questions.
Being that there are no questions, this meeting is adjourned.
Okay, let's call the regular meeting to order. Welcome, everyone. It's really nice to see so many smiling faces. Yes, and new faces and the white shirts. I love them. Who do I talk to? Right? Okay, let's begin with our invocation and pledges of allegiance.
Everybody please stand. Dear Lord, on this first day of spring, we thank you for the reminder of renewal and fresh starts that you offer to all of us. We are humbled by the gifts of worship and fellowship that you have given to each of us, especially those present here today. You are always there, encouraging and speaking life and truth over us. Thank you for protecting us as we traveled here and providing a way to meet, learn, and grow. Please guide our leadership as decisions are made this evening. We seek you first in all things we do together and lead us through our purpose and work. In your name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now we're going to the best part of this meeting, our recognition.
Hi, some amazing students and also some amazing staff members. So thank you all for being here and for your family being here also. So, Connor's gonna lead us in this.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Ball. Good evening. First student of the month is Denise Zarate. Please come forward. Denise is a fifth grader at Sky Harbor. She displays exceptional qualities and achievements, which is why she is the student of the month. Denise has consistently demonstrated a strong work ethic, dedication to her studies, and a genuine passion for learning. Her positive attitude, eagerness to work through challenging material have set her apart as a standout student. Denise's commitment to her education is reflected not only in her academic performance, but also in her extracurricular activities. She's actively involved in various groups such as Student Council, Safety Patrols, and the Dolphin Drama Club, where she demonstrates great leadership skills and integrity. Beyond her academic and extracurricular achievements, Denise regularly displays compassion, honesty, trustworthiness, and responsibility, which is why she is Student of the Month. Congratulations.
The family could stand so we could recognize them.
Next is Avery Whitaker. Please come forward. McNair Middle School would like to recognize eighth grade student Avery Whitaker. Avery is a shining example of academic excellence and dedication. Since sixth grade, she has displayed a passion for learning that ignited a fire within her to excel in every subject she encountered, as she is an A honor roll student, takes honor courses, and has scored the highest levels on STAR. Avery's commitment to her studies is matched only by her enthusiasm for extracurricular activities, whether playing on the Challenger volleyball team, the Empire Club volleyball team, or being a student manager for the basketball and soccer teams. She thrives in every endeavor she pursues. A natural leader, her peers look up to her for guidance and inspiration, and her teachers commend her for her commitment to success. She is also a McNair Challenger warrior within the athletic program. As she prepares to move on to Southwest High School, Avery is poised to make a mark in the world. With her exceptional work ethic, passion for learning, there's no doubt that Avery Whitaker is destined for greatness. Congratulations.
I'd like to recognize you all.
Elijah Pettis, please come forward. Southwest Legacy High School is honored to recognize senior Elijah Pettis. He is a campus leader serving as the president of the National Honor Society. Additionally, he's a proud member of our CTE program, Education and Training. Elijah has been accepted to St. Mary's University and has been awarded a scholarship of $96,000. Elijah was also awarded a scholarship from the San Antonio Area Foundation for $40,000. He's a kind student who is always very helpful when needed. He maintains a high level of respect for his teachers and his classmates. Elijah is extremely focused on his academics, and we know he will do great things. Congratulations.
Is Elijah's parents and, any staff members, please stand up, we'd like to.
Ask the special athletes to recognize for this. Please welcome Coach Wagner.
So thank you for having us today. We'd like to introduce two divers, or one diver from Southwest High School. His name is Aiden Diaz. Aiden Diaz is being honored for his remarkable achievements in the sport of diving. Over the past 2 years, Aiden has demonstrated outstanding performance as an aquatic athlete. His journey began when Southwest ISD Aquatic Center opened, where he joined the high school team and the school district's SWAT diving club team. Aiden showcased his athleticism by participating in water polo earlier this year alongside diving. At the end of the water polo season, he transitioned to morning swim sessions and afternoon diving practices in mid-October. Throughout the season, Aiden worked hard to put increasingly challenging dives into his repertoire, competing with divers from Northside, Alamo Heights, and Northeast and San Antonio area. Representing Southwest High School at the district swim meet and dive meet at the Josh Davis Natatorium, he secured second place, advancing into regionals. 2 weeks later, Aiden had the opportunity to compete in his home pool at Southwest ISD Aquatic Center, where he finished third in the entire region, earning him a spot in the 5A UIL state championship, the first time ever we've had a state diver. Aiden has achieved great success, including a 9th place finish at the state championship. He holds the record for 1 meter diving with a score of 369.1. And Aiden's aspirations extend beyond high school as he aims to further his diving skills on the 1 meter and 3 meter boards in pursuit of collegiate opportunities. And he's only a sophomore. Keep on going. Next from the Aquatic Center is Mia Hernandez. She is a Southwest Elementary 5th grade swimmer. Mia is the first Southwest swimmer to make a tags team. She represented us in the 400 and 200 freestyle relays on March 1st and 2nd. Both relays finished in 7th place overall in the state. Tags Championship Swim Meet stands for the Texas Age Group Swimming Championship. It is a prestigious swim meet held in Texas at the end of each season, where young swimmers from clubs across the state compete against each other. The Tags Championship Swim Meet is considered prestigious for several reasons. One is competitive level. 2, you have to have qualification standards, historical significance, opportunities for advancement, and community and team support. By qualifying for Tags, she has proven herself among the top swimmers in her age group in the state. This is an incredible accomplishment that we should be immensely proud of. She did a great job at embracing the opportunity to showcase her talent, representing our team with pride, and making unforgettable memories. I'd like to add with that is just a real quick understanding of why it's important is that we have a club team and the Quad A club team, but that's a part of the main San Antonio club team. So when we go to state, they take the best swimmers in San Antonio, and she's one of the best swimmers in all of San Antonio that got to go there, and she's 10 years old right now. So
Tonight, we would also like to recognize our 2023-2024 Southwest ISD Teachers of the Year. Their enthusiasm for teaching, love for children, and their expertise make them teachers that are highly respected and admired among their peers and within this community. We thank them for all that they do, and this recognition tonight is just a small token of that appreciation. Well, let's begin. Elm Creek Elementary, Angelica Castillo, please come forward. Hidden Cove Steve Academy, Esperanza Martinez.
Congratulations. Thank you for all you do.
Indian Creek Elementary, Adriana Sotelo.
Thank you for all you do.
Freewell Road School of the Arts, Sandy DeCock.
Thank you for all you do.
Meadow Creek Elementary, Samantha Cordataro.
That's all you do.
Miss Shannon Walsh from Southwest Elementary is not here. She was not able to make it today. Next up is Spicewood Park Elementary, Trent Linton.
Here go Ms. Linton.
Sun Valley Elementary, Monica McMorris. McAuliffe Middle School, Melody Banda. McNair Middle School, Christina Rivera. Resnick Middle School, Yvonne Garza. Castem High School, Melissa Walters. Crossroads, Alejandro Contreras. Our elementary district finalists, Big Country Elementary, Laura Letty.
Thank you for all you do.
Sky Harbor Elementary, Delicia Mendez Villegas. Secondary district finalist, Scobie Middle School, Anna Henson. Southwest Legacy High School, Jesus Padilla. Our elementary district teacher of the year is Bob Hope Elementary's Jorge Alvarez Luna. Our secondary district teacher of the year is Southwest High School's Michael Sandoval.
Hey, congratulations. Good job. 1, 2, 3. Are you?
I already went, same thing, right? Oh. I got some.
Don't stand on a chair.
1, 2, 3.
Even with this music, I just starting to calm, I hate it. I'm a very phlegmy calm. Need to get some.
Smile. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Staff that are here to support these wonderful educators, and you folks be standing, thank you so much. To take this moment to recognize our board, because our board really values our teachers. Our board knows the importance that you make in the classroom each and every day. So some of you received, the campuses, winners received a check for $500. The teacher finalist received a check for $750, and the district teacher of the year was for $1,000. And that's thanks to the commitment our board has made and to honor your hard work and recognize you for all your efforts. So thank you all so much for everything you do. So just stand there for a few minutes because they probably want to take some more pictures.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So
Take
if anyone
photos.
wants to take pictures, feel free to stand and to take a picture of these wonderful educators. We're so very proud of them. Put it all over Facebook. On it. Truly, congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we look forward to recognizing you guys again at the employee recognition banquet as well.
Absolutely. So yes. So mark the date. I
May.
don't remember.
In May. We'll send you all an invite.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye. May 8th? I think it's May 8th.
Thank you.
We'll send you all an invitation.
Hey, let us know when the party is.
Thank you guys.
When the celebration is. Great job, boss.
Okay, as Dr. Ball just said, we truly appreciate our teachers because what we do up here, we do for our students. And congratulations again to our students that are here. But you teachers understand that it's all about the kids. And we thank you. And without all of our staff, we cannot be the Southwest that we are. And you guys are the cream of the crop. I mean, thank you so much. With that said, as exciting as this part was, the rest of the meeting's not going to be so exciting. So we're going to take a little break and excuse those that would like to leave at this time. You're welcome to stay. but like I said, it's not gonna be as exciting, okay? So we'll take about a 5 minute break, okay?
And Mr. Board President, May the 8th is the date, so please mark it on your calendars. We want everybody to join us on May the 8th, so thank you all once again. Thank you.
We'll pick up with item 5, consent agenda. Board members, you've had that for a few days. Yes, sir. Any questions, any item that needs to be pulled out?
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
A second.
There's a motion and a second. Hearing no questions, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. We'll go to item 6, items of information, construction update.
We always have something now for construction, so Thomas is going to share with us.
So actually, tonight, we have James Moore is here with OCR to do the presentation of the construction documents for Bob Hope Elementary. So he'll present now, and then we will have an action item later on tonight on it. So I'm going to probably turn it over to James here, and just be a short presentation of where we stand and where we're at on the Bob Hope Elementary job. Oops.
Appreciate it. Dr. Ball, thank you. Board members, Mr. Vasquez. So I'm James Moore, I'm with O'Connell Robertson. We're here to present the Bob Hope Elementary School additions and renovation. Just kind of show, well, as soon as it catches up, maybe. Having a...
Something?
Froze. I've also got it on the zip disk as well. Sorry about this.
That's fine.
Do you want to do the PDF?
Try to open it this way. Okay. There we go.
All right.
And let me just reshare it. There you go, sir.
Thank
Should be
you.
able to scroll back and forth. There you go.
Thank you. So the existing school located off of Reforma Drive and 16. We're putting in a replacement fence for security purposes. We're also adding about a 1,700 square foot addition on the back end for the classroom addition, as well as renovating a majority of the interior of the facility. You can see here the existing building. Those are the red dot, or the red dot lines are where we're going to do renovation area, taking out the old library and bringing it up to the front of the building, and then moving those classrooms in the front northwest corner back into the new addition. And this is where you can see where the library will come in, and then where the classroom addition on the back. We'll also be doing some minor renovations to those blue classrooms in what we're going to be calling area B, C, and D. And this is just a different look of it, more of an axon, kind of showing where the location of all the renovations and the new addition will be. So one of the things that was paramount was to create an indoor corridor from the existing classroom buildings into the gymnasium, as right now there's only an exterior canopy that walks through the side of the building next to the cafeteria. So this way it provides a protected path for the students during operations. Part of the construction documents, we're adding windows to the new location of the library, as well as punching openings into the existing exterior of the old library where the new classroom buildings will be, so that way the kids will have natural light in their classrooms. We are matching the brick on the exterior as well as the metal panel on the upper portion of the wall on the new addition. Some of the building sections, some of the wall sections, showing all the components and pieces so that way the contractor can put it together correctly. The library area, as we stated before, whenever we were doing the design development presentation, it's all based off of that community, with the center portion being the garden, the light blue area being the residential zone, the yellow district being the municipal or the school library support center, and then the purple being the makerspace, and then the blue being a STEM lab right next to the makerspace because they share some resources. Portions of the area that'll be painted for accent colors, as well as the flooring materials to identify those activity zones. And then also in the ceiling to make those activity zones even stronger, doing a blue tile, acoustical ceiling tile over the stack area, and then a green acoustical tile with acoustic baffles over the playground or the park area. Along that west wall of the library where I said that we were going to open up some windows, we're also creating what we're calling little houses for study areas, and a rendering of what that center space could look like. And the librarian desk area and research library area, as well as the stacks. So the area B is the minor renovation. All we're doing is really just putting in some casework and then painting some walls. Area C, we're actually relocating those life skills rooms and kinder rooms that were housed at where the library is going into currently. And these would be the typicals on those classrooms with the ALE and the kinder. Area D, again, minor renovations, creating that corridor up through the center, and then placing the casework and then the accent teaching walls. The new addition on the very south end, as well as the classrooms that are going into the existing library, the same for the floor, or for the accent colors and the tile colors along the corridor, as well as the flooring materials going through those areas. So the flooring pattern will look like that. And then those would be the typical spaces for the classroom. Our next step is, if y'all accept for the recommendation for approval, we'll go out for bid and for permit, and then we'll be coming back to y'all in early May with a GMP for the project. Thank you for your time.
Questions, anyone? Thank you.
So we will be bringing the action item later tonight. The last few things on the construction update. The new central office project is still, abatement is ongoing. They're planning on completing the abatement portion by March 29th, which is, I believe, Friday next week. They're done with everything except the big windows in the old gym. They're going to be, the lift arrived today. They've got them all bagged on the inside, so they're going to start taking those windows out this week. It'll take them about a day per section to get that out, and so they should be cleaned up, wrapped up by the 29th on the abatement. Starting April 1st, you should see equipment start rolling in and the trucks start rolling in, where we start knocking down, probably going from building 500 across and tearing down all of the old high school in those areas, building 500 and 300. So over the month of April, it'll get pretty hectic around here, and lots of noise for everybody around here at central office. So, but it's part of the process, and it's going to look a lot different in a month or so up here.
Everybody wants a window.
I wouldn't suggest taking those windows home.
With or without a message.
That's right. So the press box is underway. We did acquire the building permit last week, so it's underway now. We did have a little bit of a delay getting the building permit authorized. and getting started. And just that was through the county and some of the paperwork that we had to do. So we're a little bit behind schedule there. They're trying to do what they can to make it up, and we're going to kind of monitor it as we go through. Everybody knows that that's a real short fuse contract there. So the plan is still to be ready to go for the opening home game, which is actually the second game of the season. So that's what we're shooting for. We'll keep you updated as the schedule goes through on how that's going. And then Alvarado Elementary, we just had a long day yesterday of all of the departmental meetings for that design. And tomorrow we're having another full day of design meetings from the I guess, the educational side and how they're going to utilize the spaces there. So that project is ongoing, and we'll have more information, and you will see a lot more of me now because there's going to be something every month, I'm sure. So I don't know if anybody has any questions for those items. No, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Okay, monthly tax report.
Yes, sir. We're about 1% higher. We're 92% right now in total collection, so we're doing really well this year.
I paid mine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody else.
Financial report. Board members, you've had that. Investment report. Any questions, stop me. Report on gifts and requests. Enrollment report, on up a little bit. That's good news. Purchases over 50,000. CTE update, do we have something?
Yes,
on
we
that?
do. We have a presentation by Dr. Ortiz. He's going to share some information on items that CTE has been working on.
I think my hands are so sweaty because it's hot in here.
For the music. As a contribution for fine arts. Good evening, Southwest ISD Board President, Board of Trustees, Dr. Bala, and staff. As we move into the spring, we wanted to take this opportunity to let you all know about all the great things happening. One of those things is our very own say we offer. Thank you. We have a total of 20 interns that workforce. They go through the same application process that I've been through, that any employee. They interview, they have to submit their application process. So that's a great opportunity for them to go through that experience. So that is something that this will be our third summer that we've had this opportunity for the students. And the best thing is that it is aligned with the police department to align with
Not sure why. Sorry about this. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
And the police department, they get a wide variety of opportunities from shadowing the different police officers here in the district. They provide security for community events, all in collaboration and under the supervision of PD. With health services, some of our interns assist with summer school, providing support to summer school nurses, and they also support the summer wellness program. The other thing they learn is being part of a 40-hour work week, getting a 40-hour paycheck.
but then also learning about the deductions that they get on their paycheck. So sometimes that's, it's something that we all go through, right? At one point or another, deductions increase, decrease, so that is something that they also experience. Also wanted to share some of the internships that we have. We continue to strengthen our internship relationships with Holt Cat, with Merrick, Toyota, and the CAST network. We also have some external partners that provide internships for our students, such as SA Works, Alamo Academies, and Family Services that matches our students with different employers within the city of San Antonio.
Do we have a number for that? Like how many of our kids actually have partnerships with these organizations?
They vary from year to year, but for right now, Alamo Academies will have 7 this summer. Merrick is in the phases where they're meeting with students. The students are going out to the job site visits, and so those will be based on whatever is available, based on what the campuses are able to from the students. For Holt Cat, we have, let me see, I don't know if I have them here, but they're at least, Holt Cat, we have 11 total right now. During the year, 4 are from Ag Diesel, 3 are from Cyber, and 3 are from business.
Do we have any with Toyota?
And those are gonna be in the summer, so we're currently working on, I can provide the numbers from last year. We had 8. We had 4 juniors and 4 seniors. And so we're working towards those for the summer. So I will have more updated numbers as like for the ones for SA Works and Family Services, those are gonna be, we'll have more updated numbers once right now they're in that process of, matching students based on interest or based on best fit, based on their program of study.
And have we made any progress with the Southwest Business Corporation?
Can you repeat the name of the?
SWBC, I know they're interested in internships. Delina, have we met with them at all?
Yes, we met with them last year, and we even looked at our guidelines and we shared our guidelines with them. What was a conflict was that the students would have to pretty much have a good amount of their day cleared in order for them to be able to work. And so we didn't have enough students for us to even provide the service. And then last year when we introduced this idea, they couldn't even move the master schedule at the time. So we're looking at the amount of credits that they still needed to obtain, and then how much portion of the day was even available for them to even take part of the internship.
Can you check back with them and see if they can modify the amount of hours they need?
Yes.
One of our newest internships this year was with Toyo Tetsu, and so in collaboration with Noemi Ramirez, our CTE team, and the CTE administrators and teachers, we were able to secure 7 slots this year, so that was a great accomplishment. Thank you, Ms. Dalila and Ms. Aragon, for providing leadership and support to making sure that we can offer those opportunities. So that was our biggest one this year that we had. These are just some of the job site visits that our programs of study have attended throughout the year. Just wanted to highlight a couple. At Southwest Research, students were able to hear about engineering, robotics, and manufacturing, getting a tour of the facility. At Toyo Tetsu, they were able to hear directly from the employees and about all the great benefits that they offer, as well as see firsthand the daily operations of that facility. And so these have all been great experiences for our students that we've been able to provide to ensure that they are able to see firsthand, what is it that their program entails and what does it look in a real life setting with real employees during the day that are being, observed. And so it's a great opportunity for our students. So we also wanted to highlight some of the upcoming opportunities that we have that we're extremely excited about. We have Eventflow Home and Commercial Services. that will align with one of our proposed programs of study that will be HVAC. And one of the great things that they offer is that they offer both home and commercial. With the boom in, I mean, I know we look at numbers all the time and new schools and land, and so we know that there's going to be a lot of construction, just like there is within our district. So we are really excited about this proposed program of study, and having an industry partner from the planning period is going to be extremely beneficial for the campus, for the students, for the community, for Even Flow Home Commercial Services as well. And then we also have one with Southwest Texas Business Partnership, so they're going to help us connect with other industries and organizations to see what opportunities we can offer our students. As we move forward to improve our programs and provide more opportunities, there's a lot of work to be done. We have an amazing CTE administrators at the campus, CTE teachers. We're confident that we're going to be able to build and strengthen our current partnerships and also seek out other opportunities that will better support our students within our programs of study. And at the end, it's to support the students and to provide every opportunity that we can have for them that is aligned with their program of study. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your continued support.
Quick question. The internships, I know they run, their junior year through the summer and some their senior year. Do some of those end as soon as they graduate, or do we have anything that helps them that, get those extra hours, after they graduate that summer?
So some of the different, like for the ones we have here in the district, they start right when school ends.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're very flexible with them. A lot of them have like orientation, 3 days. So they're able to go and come back as long as they kind of speak to the department that's supporting their internship. And then others are 20 hours a week, like the ones through SA Work. So they're all kind of different depending on what that organization provides.
I was just wondering if we had anything, when they graduate that's helping them still maintain getting some hours while they're either applying for college or working towards those specialty colleges or just a job. Some of these companies still let them do some of the internship hours for their resumes.
So some of, like the whole internships, they work through spring break, they work on a district holiday, they work through Christmas, so they're gonna vary, they're gonna vary throughout.
Dr. Ortiz, I think he's talking about
But after they
graduates.
graduate,
Yeah,
so
like-
you have whole cat is one that,
Here in the district?
Or any,
after
or
they
just like once they
No.
graduate, we're
Yes.
like just done with.
we do have some students that whole cat has themselves, make them part of their regular, their employees.
Okay.
Yeah. What one of the times that we went to their presentation, the one that was leading the presentation was actually one of our interns that had been there like 3 or 4 years back. So we're able to see the, kind of the fruits of our labor in terms of the career opportunities that they've had.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't answer the question.
You're fine.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item 7A, consider approval of 2023-2024 application for low attendance day waiver.
Yes, board members, you have this information in front of you. On January the 16th, it was a bad weather day, so we had low attendance, so we're asking the board to approve this waiver.
I second.
We have a motion, a second. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. While on this subject, how are we doing on attendance now?
We're doing much better, and at our brown bag, we have that presentation ready to go to share with the board. That brown bag, I think we're gonna discuss the date, but hopefully everybody can make it on the 9th, yes, on April the 9th, and that's one of the topics.
Okay, consider approval of board operating procedures.
Yes, first of all, I'd like to thank the board for working on the board operating procedures, and thanks for submitting some feedback to me. I'd like to thank Ms. Barsonis for also helping with this. I know the board received this, and there was just one correction on page 3. that Mr. Carrillo brought to my attention. And then after looking at it and verifying it with our board policy, that actually needed to be changed to a 5. So for 5 minutes. So that was the only change that we've made, and I know the board has had this, and I didn't hear any other feedback, so I didn't know if there was any questions.
Board members?
No, it was just a numbering typo that was under.
Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion at this time. I move.
Second.
A motion and second that we approve our board operating procedures in writing. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Okay, item A, Business and Finance, consider approval of construction documents for the Bob Hope Elementary additions and renovation project.
Yes, sir. So this is just the formal portion. So as Mr. Moore presented today, construction documents from O'Connell Robertson, worked together with us and district staff. We've come up with the plan. We already have the contractor on board, so we're just asking that the board approve the construction documents as presented by O'Connell Robertson earlier tonight.
A second.
A motion and second, questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Consider approval to update authorized users on PNC collateral agreement.
Yes, sir. We had an employee leave and I need to update this, remove that person and then add Scott to this. This is to release collateral for our bank. And he needs to have the authority. I have it, but when I'm not out of pocket, he needs to be able to do it. So we're asking the board to approve to add Scott to the agreement. Second.
Motion is second to approve a resolution to add Scott Stevens, Chief Financial Officer, as an authorized user for PNC collateral agreement. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Scott.
All right.
Consider approval of SR3 federal grant amendment.
Yes, sir. This is the, just like earlier, it's a approval of what was presented in the public hearing. We're asking the board and recommending to the board to approve the changes to the SR3 federal grant amendment.
Motion, please.
I move.
Joe moves. Second by Daniel. That the board approve the submission of the SR3 grant amendments for the 2023-2024 school year. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Consider approval of RFP 2324-010 for E-rate 27, uninterruptible power supply.
Yes, sir. How are y'all doing?
Jeff did that on purpose, sir, I think.
I would have put UPS, but I was told not to do that sort of thing. So what that is, it's our UPS, it's our battery backup in our server room. All of the campuses and the departments connect back through our office to get out to the internet. And so the UPS we have right now is 18 years old. We only get about 40 minutes of life out of it. And so if we're here, that gives us just enough time to shut everything off safely. If we're at home in the middle of the night, we can't get here in time to do anything about it. So we went out for bids to get a new UPS that would give us 8 hours of support. That would allow us to get through most of a day in case of the power issue that only affected us. It didn't affect the campuses. And on top of that, it would give us some time to respond if we're at home, if it's a weekend or something like that, to be able to either come in or remote in and shut everything down properly to try to prevent any data loss. So with the E-rate program, it's eligible for 85% reimbursement. The total, $126,990, is money that we had budgeted for this year's E-rate cycle. And so we're coming to you for your approval. This is 85% reimbursement eligible, so we'll get back about $108,000 on the deal if it reimbursed. So
Good deal.
we're just asking the board for your approval to approve Intech Southwest for this project.
A second.
We have a motion and a second to approve Intech Southwest as the awarded vendor for RFP 2324-010. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
RFP 2324-009 for E-rate 27. basic maintenance of internal connections.
So with the board support, with the support of the E-rate program, we've been upgrading our Wi-Fi access points at our campuses over the last few years. What we're asking for tonight is some software to help us maintain it better. The main issue we deal with Wi-Fi problems is they're often intermittent, and by the time you get over there to see what's going on, the problem's not there anymore. And so this tool, we believe, will help us be able to not just identify problems as they happen, but give us a way to go back and find things that have gone wrong to allow us to support our campuses better. It gives us also an extra layer of security between our student devices, teacher devices, try to keep them safe. So because there's no equipment to order, we're not asking to use a normal method where we pay and get reimbursed. We would use the SPI, service provider invoicing method, which means we would just wait for the USAC to approve it. And then once they do, then we would apply, and the vendor would only bill us for 15%, and they would bill USAC directly for the other 85%. So that would leave us with the total of $46,623. That would cover us for 5 years of support and software assurance on these devices. And that would be, the funding commitments usually happen in the fall, so this would be something we would have to put on next year's budget. And we're asking you, the Intech Southwest was also the best pricing on that, so we're asking you to award Intech Southwest for this project.
I'll second. The motion is second. The board approved the Intech Southwest as the awarded vendor for RFP 2324-009. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next time I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna call you. I'll say first with you. Okay, curriculum instruction, I see nothing. You ready for closed session, except for that one more thing you have?
I have one more thing this time. Everybody has one of these beautiful magazines right here. And if you turn to page 26, then you will see that we are featured in this magazine. So this is why we're all going to MASBA, to see us get, NASBA, sorry, to see us get the award for our Promise program. So I just wanted to point that out. I'll give you this so you can give to Chief since he missed the meeting. Tell him he missed a very good meeting this time. My other one more things is just to remind everybody, just FYIs, that we have a food drive on Thursday. We have a job fair with a superintendent copy on Saturday at McCullough. We also have our CAST-STEM grand opening Wednesday, March the 27th from 6 to 7:30. And then you have these beautiful invitations. We have an art show coming up for elementary and then also for secondary, so some beautiful events. All of these dates will be in your Friday notes, but just FYIs.
Okay, and I have one more thing. I know you got the email, but I just want to remind you, there is a meeting tomorrow with Bear County trustees, and they're going to talk about partnership and future ready, Root Ed, Go Public, and We Go Public. Some changes we're going to make, and then TASB SLI, San Antonio districts presenting on vaping. I think there's also to be like a video opportunity for you to attend if you can't make the actual meeting. The meeting's at 6. Harlandale is going to host us at 102 Genevieve at the Harlandale Central Office. I'll be there. If anyone else can make it, I'd appreciate it. Or we'd appreciate it.
I'll be.
Does anyone else have it? Okay. Oh, we'll have a good thing. Oh, jeez. Anyone else have anything they want to bring up and open maybe before we go to close?
Oh, yeah, the Penguin Project, they performed at this national conference. It was phenomenal. But Aubrey got a phone call from the founder of the Penguin Project, that his email is blowing up with school districts that want to do the Penguin Project. So that is super exciting. And then districts want to come here and watch our rehearsals and all that to get it going. And so that, I mean, the performance was, it brought the house down. It was just phenomenal. But the impact it's gonna make in the special needs community is just, you can't even fathom. It's so exciting. I'm so grateful that Mr. Flores and Aubrey and Mr. Dickerson and Dalila ran with that idea when we brought it back from TASB, because what a difference it's making in our community. And now even other countries that were there at that conference, like Guam and a couple other countries that were there, they want it. And so can you imagine how many families are gonna be affected by that? It's
And
really
when we were
exciting.
walking the exhibit hall, there was a lot of people at the different stations that were asked, when we told them, when I was telling them that we're from Southwest ISD, and they're like, oh, you're with the Penguin Project. So they're like, oh, we wanna go see that performance, because it was about to start. We're still walking around until we went to, that they opened up the room. So that was exciting, that everyone knew that we were performing, and they were looking forward to seeing our students perform.
They crushed it.
Yeah, they did. It was amazing.
Thank you very much.
Great. Okay, now, as permitted by sections 551.001 551.146 of the Texas Government Code and pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074, we will now go into closed session at 7:03. Okay, I've got 8:16 or 18. Did he say that? 8:18. We come back into open session.
I move that, I'm sorry.
That's fine, item 11.
I move that we approve the superintendent's recommendation on personnel.
A second.
Abstain.
We have one abstention. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. B, consider approval of superintendent's contract as discussed in closed session.
I move that we approve the superintendent's contract as discussed in closed session.
A second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Other business.
Yes, I'd like to congratulate the new principal for Crewald Elementary, Miss Debbie Jones. And then I'd also like to congratulate the principal for Big Country, Miss Linda Cruz.
Great.
They're not here, but they'll be here next month to meet you.
All right, let's go home at 8:19.